Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
We are here again to break down another artist for y'all.
Breakdown.
We are very excited this week for the artist we have. This is episode 8. Mm-hmm. I can't believe we're already at 8 episodes.
Yeah, that's
so
why
crazy.
we're nearly at double digits.
Double digits. So, of course, last week we gave you the words of Ruby and Rome.
Rome.
And of course, we can't be talking about anyone else but the iconic
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
And
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Let's go to the beach. Each.
Or the one of Doja Cat when she goes, Nicki Minaj.
Now, I am currently battling an illness. I have been sick for the past couple of days, but we're powering through today. So if you hear some sniffles or if I sound a bit raspy, that's why.
And who knows, maybe this interaction is going to be me coming in next time being like, I'm sick as fuck.
Yes,
thank you.
I hope so.
I love that.
Alrighty.
But we are super excited to break down these 5 albums.
So excited.
It's quite an iconic group of albums there.
Nicki is so iconic.
She really is.
She is the queen. Well, one of the queens.
The queen, the Barbie, all in between. Before we jump into Nicki, though, I just wanted to say this because obviously we are fresh off the episode of Miss Doja Cat, and we didn't. Coachella was not out by then, but can we just talk about quickly how iconic Doja Cat was?
So
at Coachella?
iconic. Oh my gosh, the mud pit.
The mud pit for wet vagina. The hairography for demons.
Yep.
The hazmat suit for acknowledge me. The bottle of piss for streets that she
Was it
threw.
piss? I thought it was alcohol.
Look, who knows? But it was giving piss.
But she drank it.
Yeah, she drinks piss. Go
Does
on.
she?
I love it for her.
Oh, my diamonds look
But
like
there's,
this.
I absolutely died over that whole set. She was incredible.
10 out of 10. She took
10
the
out of
cake
10.
for me. I did love Tyler's set and
I
like
also
everything he did.
adored Lana's set as well. Like it was like I watched Lana's one and was like, oh my God, this is so good. They're gonna have a lot to live up to. Then I watched Tyler's and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't know what Doja's gonna do. And now Doja's performed
the cake.
and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and
She
she
did
brought
it.
out like the T-Rex on the bones.
Yeah, for
and
What You Mean. That was so good. The outfits were amazing. My favorite was the outfit where she had the bra and panty made of fur.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the huge glasses.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
Mine was when she had the abs and the like the
Oh,
little
yes.
like faux. It was like almost like looks like a faux suit. And she's got like the undies and it's
Yeah,
plastic.
it was so
I
cute.
loved that.
She was giving the whole time. So, yeah, just want to break that down. But we were actually, I was just talking to Elise about this in the future, so you guys can let us know if you're interested in this. Down the track, when we eventually run out of artists or like get a little bit like we want to break from doing artists, maybe we can break down some of the best headlining sets of Coachella.
Yes.
Which I think would be super iconic. So let us know if you want to see that.
I think we both know who the best would be.
I'm going to say, is it Miss Harry Styles?
No! No!
I'm kidding. Of course, Baychella.
I cannot tell you anything that would top
Baychella is
that.
iconic, but there's so many also amazing headlining sets.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to break them down.
100%.
Maybe break down some of the lineups over the years and like work out what was the best lineup of Coachella. That'd be fun. But anyway, I digress. That's for another episode. But before we jump into Miss Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, let's talk about our question of the week. What's your question of the week?
Question of the week. Oh no, that's not
the sick edition.
that's not Nikki's. Nikki would be like, question of the week, something like that. I don't know. Okay, my question of the week for you, Ben, is Nicki has so many iconic, like, what's the word? Features, I guess, or like just duos. Like she's been with so many people.
Yeah.
This is a double question for you. Who is your favorite like collab that she's had, and who would you want to see her collab with? Because she's had so many, like
There's so many good collabs.
100%.
My favorite collab she's ever done, I think, would also be, it's technically not her song, but she's on it. Monster. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Rick Ross,
So
Bon
good.
Iver,
Yeah.
and of course Nicki. Like that's, I mean, in my opinion, it's still the greatest Nicki Minaj verse of all time.
It's
Like
so
that
good.
verse is so epic. I wish we were talking about that today, but we'll talk about that when we do
Pull
the
up in the
Kanye
monster under
episode.
the real gangster.
But yeah, no, an absolute icon. It's just so wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love it so much. Who would I like her to collab with that she hasn't? She's collabed with pretty much all of my faves. I would die to see a collab with FKA Twigs. I think that would be such an interesting collab.
Really?
Or if you're looking at more mainstream, probably SZA. Because they've never worked together before.
Yeah, their vibes are like very different, but it would pop off definitely. I feel like I want to see her do with Kendrick. I don't think they will because I think they have somewhat a bit of a beef.
No, that's Travis Scott she has beef with. But
Really?
they've made up.
But-
She just did Fuck the Club Up remix with him.
No, I think she has. Oh no, I don't think it's beef. I think I could be wrong here, but I think like Kendrick or her has said like both of us are like not too good for each other, but like there was a tweet once saying like I don't think I'll ever collab with that person because of like the caliber of that, like, you know. I think it was
kind of iconic though.
it would be. I think Nicki said it because this was back like younger and Kendrick was like really big at this time.
I mean, well, I never ever thought that Nicki Minaj would do a collaboration with J. Cole. But now it's happened.
It's
so
happened.
anything could happen.
Yeah.
You never know. Things change.
And also, like, Kendrick and Beyonce have done so many collabs. Beyonce and Nicki have done so many collabs. Just finish the triangle and do all three of them together.
Yeah, so real.
So real.
I mean, yeah, super iconic. My question for you,
Yeah.
this is kind of random. So Nicki Minaj has a very iconic song called Chun-Li, which is, of course, named after a video game character. If you were a video game character, which video game character would you be?
like that Penelope girl from Wreck-It Ralph.
Fuck it up.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes, the girl with the candy in her hair. I feel like
Yes.
I am her.
I love that for you.
Or I'm trying to think what video games I've played. Definitely not the girl from Tomb Raider. Definitely not her.
So fucking real.
What about you?
I feel like I would be one of the brats.
Slay. Yes.
I mean, that's what I think I am. I'm probably Snorlax from Pokemon, let's be real.
I love that.
Because, like, sleep, yes. Bring the bed.
What Pokemon do you think I'd be?
I feel like you'd be maybe Eevee.
Yeah, I love Eevee.
Eevee's so cute.
She's so cute.
Yeah, let's go with her.
Okay,
Because I don't want
slay.
to offend you either. Because I could say one and you could look at it and be like, ew, what the fuck is that? So, yeah.
Slay.
but-
I'm glad we've identified our Pokemon characters.
Yes, Snorlax. So real.
Snorlax is so cute though with his. With
Yeah, I
his,
didn't
like,
say I was ugly. I just said I sleep a lot and I'm big and
you
chunky.
don't sleep. You do the
I
opposite of
know.
sleeping.
that's my dream.
Yeah,
is to be
Snorlax.
To be Snorlax
Yeah.
and sleep all the time. I like to
Anyways.
think that that's my life, but it's not.
Yeah. Purr.
But we are going to break down Nicki Minaj today.
Yes.
And we've got 5 albums to do, so this is a little bit of a bigger one than usual. So it may be a little bit of a longer episode, but we're hoping to keep it at the
Succinct.
normal time.
Yeah.
But if
Alrighty.
not, it's okay.
Yeah, she'll be right.
So we're going to start with, of course, probably one of the most iconic albums like I've ever experienced. I think this album has like a huge, deep place in my heart.
Yeah.
And
What
we're
did she
talking-
do before this? Like, how did this album get so big so instantly?
So Nicki started out making mixtapes. So there's some. By the way, we're not doing the mixtapes. I know that some people might be upset about that, but maybe in the future we'll break down the mixtapes if she puts out like another album, so we have content to put in with it. But she had multiple mixtapes. Playtime Is Over was one of them. Beam Me Up Scotty was another one which she just released on streaming. And I think there was one other one, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
So she started out that way. Then she got signed to Young Money by Lil Wayne.
Young Money.
And then Young Money were like making music together, like if you remember Bedrock and all of that, like iconic. And I think people just like started to like go like, oh, this chick's really cool. And
Yeah.
then she started working, like featuring on so many artists' albums. Like I think that was like a big key to like why she blew up so much is like she was on Kanye's album. She did a Mariah Carey song, which I mean, lol. She did Christina Aguilera's song. She did like all these big artists were like putting her on songs.
Yeah.
And then I think then that's why when she put out Pink Friday, which we're about to talk about, the feature artist caliber is so big, like the biggest artists possible. Like, can you believe someone's first album has this caliber of featured artists?
Yeah.
It's wild.
Cool.
And I think then like that was like what drew a lot of people in. And then obviously someone like Super Bass just like took off. And that was like it.
Sophia Grace and Rosie really took it.
They really did. But that song fucking like went crazy. Like
it did.
I remember Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez were like making videos singing it and all that stuff. Like there was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I think that was part of it as well. And it was just, and then obviously she just like ended up becoming like a gay icon. She also like as well just became like just something that I think was so fresh in the industry at the time. Like female rap wasn't as like prevalent in the forefront. And I think like people just were like, wow. And also because she could sing as well, like she could jump into so many genres, which I don't think that female rappers really had done too much before.
Yeah.
Even though there was some amazing female rappers before Nicki Minaj, but like I think that was a real.
They didn't know what was coming when that happened.
Like I mean, the career has been insane.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I mean, people can deny it all they want and say what they want about Nicki Minaj or anything.
Yeah,
but she is the queen of rap.
Like she is. I agree. I fully agree.
Like she is such an iconic person. She pioneered. Well, she didn't pioneer it because obviously there's people that came before her, but in the current generation, she was the pioneer of it. Like she took everything from what those past amazing female rappers like Lil' Kim, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, like all those amazing artists did before, and then took that and then did something new with it and created a new generation of female rap. So I think, you know, she is like the queen in that right.
She's also the queen of lives. Her on her lives is so good.
She's the wildest fucking human being. I love her so much.
Female version of RuPaul.
No, my favorite one is she goes, I knew you was on live because my nipples was hard. She's like, what?
What?
Also,
big boobs.
do I do jumping jacks on the D?
Child. So anyway, so
that's just so iconic. She is an absolute icon. I love her so much.
Yeah.
Thank God for Nicki Minaj.
Thank God. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's dive into Pink Friday.
Let's do it.
Read out all of the things while I get, of course, Miss Pink Friday, the vinyl version out.
Yes, alrighty. So this album came out in November 10th, 2010. So 10/11/10, or if you're American, 11/10/10. Yep. It went number 1 on the Billboard chart and 3 times platinum. It was nominated for Grammy's Best Rap Album, Billboard's Music Award Best Rap Album, and BET Hip Hop Awards Best CD. And it won America's Music Awards Best Rap / Hip Hop Album.
Slay.
She had 8 singles.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot. They were all like, the top one went 13, but you had Your Love, that went 14. Check It Out, featuring will.i.am on 24. Right Through Me on 26. Moment for Life featuring Drake on 13. Super Bass went 3 on Billboard. Sorry.
That was the highest charting one.
Yeah, that was the highest charting one. Did It On 'Em was 49. Girls Fall Like Dominoes and Fly was 19 on Billboard. Mm-hmm. Featuring artists, like you said before, we have some big boys.
Giant artists.
We got Eminem, we got Rihanna, we got Drake, will.i.am, Kanye West, Natasha Bedingfield.
Do you not know who Natasha Bedingfield is?
No.
Oh my God, really? Do you not know Unwritten?
Oh, right.
And Pocket Full of Sunshine?
Yes, I do.
Iconic. She's iconic.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Young Money, Lloyd, and Lil Wayne.
Of course.
Big album. She was a 21 track lister.
We're talking about the deluxe version, by the way.
Yes,
For people
yeah.
that are like wondering. That's why it's 21 songs.
Exactly. So 21 track lister. And yeah, she's iconic.
We've got the vinyl of her.
Wow.
Very iconic.
The cover of it is so cute. Like,
So-
she looks like a Barbie doll.
We've got like, it all like unwraps.
I'm sorry. Shit, I love this. This is so good.
Look at all these photos. Iconic. Look at that.
She
Look at
is
her
a Barbie
giving.
doll.
And this one has a really pretty disc.
Does it?
Yeah, so let me grab it out so you can see her. Because you'll love it.
She's pink.
Of course. But she's like...
Oh, marble pink.
She's marble pink.
Marble pink.
She's so pretty.
Love. So
We
cute.
love her.
Yeah.
But let's get into our tops and bottoms for Miss Pink Friday.
Pink Friday.
We're going to put her here.
Oh.
Oh, wait. There.
Yeah. Cute. Alrighty. So you go first.
Okay. Number 5 for me, my bronze award. This might shock some people because, you know, people would think this would be higher. But number 5 for me is Fly, featuring Rihanna.
I am shocked.
Even though it has my favorite Human of Life, there are songs on this album that I go back to way more.
Right, yeah.
That I've listened to the shit out of. Like, they've been huge parts of my growing up. So, Fly, I love that song so much. I know every fucking word to that song. But there are songs I enjoy a little bit more of Pink Friday. But Rihanna, if there's a Rihanna collab, I can tell you that there's no way it's not going to be in my top 5.
Yeah.
So, it's there. Silver Award number 4 is I'm the Best. I fucking love this song.
Yeah, that is a good one. And
That
isn't it the
one's-
first one on the album too?
It's the opener.
Yeah.
It's also, which I think is really iconic, the opening song of her current Pink Friday 2 World Tour, which I think is really cool.
Her.
The first song of her first album is the opener of the second Pink Friday.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
So cute.
Third place for me, this one was almost number 2. I swapped this around a lot. Save Me. I love this song so much. This is one of my favorite vocal performances of Nicki Minaj. It's so pretty. Number 2, our platinum song, Roman's Revenge, featuring Eminem. Is this the thanks that I get for putting you bitches on? Is it my fault that all of you bitches gone?
If you don't know, if you don't listen to Nicki Minaj music, there's no way that you don't know this song.
Roman's Revenge is iconic. I can't
so
believe
iconic.
this wasn't a single.
I know.
This is, to me, one of the songs that, when I think of, iconic verses from Nicki Minaj's career, it's definitely that verse of
Same.
Roman's Revenge.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
So good.
I don't
It's so
really care.
chaotic.
I don't really care about Eminem's verse, honestly. It could have been without him on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But her verses make the song so fucking good.
Yeah, I agree.
And then my number 1 song, my diamond song, is Moment for Life, featuring Drake. I love this song. Means so
good.
much to me. Every time it comes on, I'm like, oh,
I do love
this song has such a special place in my heart. So yeah, no, I love this song.
I love Moment for Life, and it always reminds me when it gets to the chorus, it's I could have this moment for life, is when they're on stage and Drake comes up and holds her hand or something like that. And she's like, do you still got COVID? Every time I cannot hear, I cannot unhear in my
love
brain her
that.
say, do you still have COVID?
She is so iconic.
So funny.
She doesn't give an absolute fuck. She does exactly what she wants.
Yeah, purr.
I love watching her on fucking live. I live for it. When I see she's live, I'm like, I've got an hour. I'll make room to watch this live.
Yeah. Alrighty, so my tops. So I feel like a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but Super Bass is so iconic. It's so iconic. It's still played in clubs to this day.
Of course.
It's fucking huge. So it's my number 5 because it's just such a big song and good on her. Get that
Oh,
point.
Super Bass is iconic.
And whenever you
No
hear
one
those,
can know.
literally everyone knows those dun-dun-dun-dun, everyone knows those first 3 notes and they
Yeah.
know they're about to fuck shit up.
By the way, do you want to hear the craziest thing to me? Super Bass obviously was the biggest single. Can you believe this song was only on the deluxe edition
Yeah.
of Pink Friday? The original standard edition did not have this song, which I think is crazy.
That is crazy. And that's her one of her biggest
It's her biggest song, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, she's probably had bigger ones now, but that was the song for
Huge.
so long
Yeah,
of hers.
definitely. My number 4 is Roman's Revenge. And I like Lil Wayne's bit on it too. When like in the deluxe version, there's like the Lil Wayne's bit. I like that one a bit better.
I just love her verse though.
Yeah.
It's so iconic.
And it just is so chaotic. Like I'm just like this. I just get it.
The definition of chaos.
Yeah. And I just love it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get where she is at in this mindset. My number 3 is Did It On Him. I love this song.
All these bitches is my sons. And I ain't talking about Phoenix.
Shit it
Bitch,
on
I
him.
get money, so I do's what I please. Cause I live with the motherfucking pools and the trees.
You get
Bro,
it.
bitch is so crusty, disgusts me. It's so good.
I love it when she goes, shit it on him.
I love, what's the fucking line? She goes, couple wet wipes, case a bum try to touch me.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Just the lines are so funny. My number 2 is Fly. Miss Rihanna. Such a beautiful song.
The video to that song too, I love that video.
Yeah.
Rihanna's hair in that video is so giving. I literally always think about that. She was giving.
She was
She was
giving.
really giving. It
I
was
haven't
like dark red, super straight with the super straight bang.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't
so
watched
cute.
it for so long. I used to watch it when I was little.
Yeah.
And then my number 1 is Moment for Life as well.
Yes.
Such a good song.
I think that this song means so much to the Nicki fan base. Like if you're a fan of Nicki Minaj, this song is probably like a song that you hold very close to your heart because Nicki holds it so close to her heart too. Like it's the one song you see her when she performs it every time you can see like there's like almost like a feeling of joy and proudness coming through her. Like every time I've seen her perform this song, you can
She's
see
so
that
happy.
she loves this song and she appreciates the moment. So
I love it. Such a good song.
so good.
10, 10, 10s.
But now we have to tear apart this album, which I hate that because there's not a bad song on Pink Friday, but we will talk about the lower half of them.
Yeah, you go.
My number 3, my not a fan, is Money. Even though I fucking love this song. It's so good. But yeah, it's probably just like one that I listen to the least.
Yeah.
My 2, which is my skip it, Blow Your Mind.
Yeah.
It's the somebody's
somebody,
it's so much for me.
It's a lot.
When that happens, I'm like, okay.
Me with my headache on the car ride home listening to that, I was like, oh my God.
It's so like her verses are fucking great and like I get it. It's very like 2010 coded.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, sure. And then my least favorite song. Sorry, guys.
Fuck you, Moment for Life.
My least favorite song, my Erase It award. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought.
You're fine.
Wave Your Hand was my least favorite. That song is just exists for me. Like it was definitely the one I was like, okay, sure.
Okay.
One song that I almost put in my top 5 as well.
Yeah.
Which is such a deep cut because it was only added to the deluxe like a few years ago as like a 10-year anniversary thing. Catch Me.
Oh, really?
I love that song.
Love that.
Could you catch me? It's so good.
Oh,
Love that song.
you love like slow Nicki.
I do because I find that she is sometimes at the best when she raps in her like about something more meaningful.
Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty, so not a fan, goes to Check It Out, featuring will.i.am. It's just so repetitive.
Dun. The sun done. Oh, that verse though saves it for me.
It's good, but it's just
Came
the
up
whole...
and still up in dungeons. It's so good.
But like I listen to it, I'm like, this is so repetitive. I'm like, okay, I get it, will.i.am. I get it.
Oh yeah, will.i.am's part does not interest me, but her verse at the end is the reason I
gets
didn't put it
you.
in my bottom because that verse is so iconic. Competition by yes, I would love some.
Wild. My Skip It award is Girls Fall Like Dominoes.
I like this song.
What?
I love this song.
No.
It's so good.
I'm so not a
girls
fan.
fall like dominoes.
Oh,
I love it.
it sounds like something that would be in a work playlist.
It's definitely not near my like favorite, but it's not in my least.
And then we agree with the very bottom being
Wave your
Wave
hand.
Your Hand. What is that song?
It's just Nicki being Nicki. She was out there. There are some songs that I listen to Nicki and I go, This is like, if any artist put this out, I would be like, what the fuck is going on? But I know this is just Nicki vibing.
This is Nicki being Nicki.
We'll get to there's one on the Pink print that I can't wait to talk about. Is the weirdest Nicki Minaj song I think that's ever existed.
Love.
We'll get there.
Excited.
But yes, that's Miss Pink Friday. We love her so much. An iconic, in my opinion, one of the most iconic hip hop records of all time.
Mm-hmm. Definitely like changed the game.
This to me is like her, like, even though I love all of her records, this is like the record that I think is the most iconic record of hers. For sure.
I agree.
We're going to move on to now Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded. We're going to do specifically the re-up version because we wanted to talk about the extra songs. So you'll hear songs from that version as well being talked about.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to start off this time.
Okay, stunning. Good to know. So this was made in April. No, not made. This was released April 2nd, 2012. So only 2 years later. Sorry, I just breathed. She took my breath away.
She took your
She
fucking
heard
breath
me say
away.
I did like girls fall like dominoes. And was like
she's like, what the fuck? She's like, I'll make you fall like a domino, bitch.
Number one on the Billboard chart, 2 times platinum, no awards and nominations. Oh, sorry, I get the shivers. So Nicki's really taking over me right now.
She is.
Singles, we've got Starships, iconic. Right by Your Side, Bees in the Trap, iconic. Pound the Alarm, Va Va Voom, Automatic, The Boys, Freedom, and High School. The top one, Starships, made 5 on Billboard. That was like the top one she had. So many iconic featured artists in this one too. Cameron.
Yeah.
Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne featuring in this 3 times.
Of course.
Her and Lil Wayne are like this.
They are. I don't think there's actually a Nicki Minaj record. There isn't a Nicki Minaj record without Lil Wayne on it.
They're like best friends.
Yeah.
They get it. Nas, Drake, Jeezy, Chris Brown, Bobby V, Beanie Man, Parker, Sierra, Tyga, Brinks, and Cassie. And this is a 27er. Our song list
with
album.
the re-up, it's huge.
It's huge.
She really was in like her bag. This was, to me, like Nicki cashing in as well on the success of Superbass because a lot of the songs in this are way more pop influenced than hip hop. So you can tell this was like her being like, okay, you guys like Superbass? I'll make a whole record.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, oh, it's a bit.
It's, to me, out of her records, the most chaotic record. To me.
agree.
Like, it feels very chaotic.
There's a lot going on.
Like Stupid Ho.
Yeah. I'm a stupid hoe. I'm a
it's
stupid
so good.
Alrighty. Oh, I'm starting. Hey.
You're starting it.
Okay, so I think people aren't going to like these, but girl, what can you do about it? So my number 5, again, it's iconic. Starships. It's iconic. It's the same reason why I put Superbass as number 5.
Like to the beach.
Nicki Minaj. She stopped the world with this.
Yeah. This was a really good follow-up to Superbass.
Yeah, like everyone turns up to this song. So again, iconic. Could not put her in, like, not recognize her when she's that iconic. My number 4 is Roman Holiday.
Which bitch?
Yeah.
Look at that. This is World War VI. This right here might make a bitch cry.
Yes, so good. Love Roman Holiday.
That song is used in so many memes.
I know.
Of like the
yeah, literally.
I'm gonna put her in a dungeon under.
Yeah, literally. A bitch like me. A bitch like,
fuck is this?
Oh. And then there's the end where she does the church. Oh,
Yeah, come all ye faithful. I love how she sings it though. She's like joyful and triumphant. It's so she was there feeling her fucking self there. Like
it's
that was
so good.
Did you see her perform that at the Grammys?
No.
Oh my God. It was one of the most iconic things I've ever seen. She did like this performance at the Grammys. And I don't think she's ever performed at the Grammys since. But
really?
She did this performance that was very controversial. And basically before she came out, they played this video thing of like this mum answering the door and the priest comes up to the room and Nicki Minaj is Roman, but she's possessed because Roman's like a possessed character.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm here to help you, my child. And then she like flies up onto the corner of the ceiling and she's there and he's like, what is your name? And she goes, Roman.
Oh my God.
And then it goes to her on the stage and she's in confessional with him and she's like she starts singing Roman's Revenge.
Yeah.
And then she like freaks out and then they go to like this she does Roman Holiday, but the whole performance is them exercising her. And at the end, she ends up like levitating up, like floating to this thing. You have to watch it. It's one of the most iconic performances I've ever seen. And there's like the priest like going like this on top of her body and shit. It's just so good. It's so iconic.
Okay, I'm watching
You
this.
have to watch it.
Okay.
We'll watch it after this podcast.
Okay,
it's
sounds
so
good.
good.
Watch it on the big screen.
Yes.
My number 3 is Pound the Alarm. My number 2 is Va Va Voom. Oh,
Okay, Baba Boom slaps though.
I feel myself so
Just
hard.
met a boy, just met a boy
when he can. And then my number 1, because it's just such a good
I know what it is.
correlation. We have this friend. She
Who
is
may or may not eventually come on the pod very
she
soon.
is so fucking iconic, and she has this story related to bees in the trap that.
So I'm guessing your number 1 is Bees in the
My
Trap.
number 1 is Bees in the Trap, but when she first told me this story, I nearly wet myself because it was just the funniest thing. Do you
Okay.
know the story?
I actually don't. So, hang on. I just knew you two loved Bees in the Trap, but
You don't know the story.
I will be asking her about this, and if she feels comfortable when she comes on the pod to talk about whatever we talk about with her, we need to get her to tell this story about Bees in the
I will
Trap.
tell you afterwards. It's the funniest story ever. It's so good.
I can't wait. But yeah,
I
if
can't
she-
believe you didn't know what it was. You just
No.
thought we liked Bees in the Trap.
Yes. Because I fucking like that song. And I was like, fuck yeah. Get into it. By the way, I don't have Roman Reloaded on vinyl. I just realized I didn't say that. I want it. I just
Yeah.
haven't got it.
Yeah. So yeah, my number 1 is Bees in the Trap.
So fucking real.
What's your top 5?
Oh yeah, my top 5. Number 5 for me is Freedom. I love this song. As I said, we all can tell I like slow Nicki. I
Yeah.
love
You
when
love a
she's in her
slow
slow
girl.
bag. Number 2 for me, sorry, not 2. Number 4 for me is Vavavoom. I do fucking fuck with this song. Number 3 for me is I Am Your Leader.
Oh my
I
gosh.
fucking love this song. Like her fucking verses in this are so good. It's
Wow.
shit's so hot. And also just I am your leader. Yes, I am your leader. Suck a big dick.
Suck a big
It's so good.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me is Bees in the Trap, featuring 2 Chainz.
Bees in the Trap.
And my favorite song on Roman Reloaded is Up in Flames.
Oh, okay.
I love this song. It is so good. There's so much. It's like the start of it with the music and then the choir that's singing over it. And then her verses are so strong. I just think it's a really, really strong song.
yeah.
So it's my personal favorite. I fuck that song up in the car when that comes on. I believe I'm like, I have the choir behind me and I'm like
You're
fully ready to go. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Brisbane, you ready?
I always do
You ready
that.
to go up in flames? We're going to set this place on fire.
Let's go. Yeah.
So good.
I love that.
What are your bottom 3?
My bottoms. So my not a fan award goes to HOV Lane, HOV Lane.
I'm in the whole lane.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. It's just kind of
I didn't understand what that was because obviously we don't live in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went over to America, we're driving and it's a certain lane that's on the freeway called the
right.
Hove Lane. And I
Right.
think it's like the lane where like you overtake people
Oh, okay, right.
or something like that. I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh my God. I remember I was really young when I first went over to the States
Yeah.
when this album had come out. And I remember going, oh my God, they named a lane after Nicki Minaj. I was like, wow.
Yeah, so good.
I love that.
My skip it goes to Automatic.
I can't control the way I'm moving.
Yeah.
Lips.
And then my Erase It award goes to Whip It.
I like Whip It.
I don't like
Squeeze my
Whip It.
body, weave my body, boy, you made me go.
No.
Na, 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 na. You didn't do anything from the re-up.
No.
Slow, go off.
To be fair, like I didn't really listen to the normal one, then the re-up. I just listened to it all together.
So real.
So real.
My bottom 3, number 3 for me, my not a fan, is Young Forever. I like this song. I don't know what it is about the music behind it at the start of the song. That din 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 din.
Yeah.
It sounds like farm music.
Oh, like
me,
Heyday.
It's giving like it's just giving like, you know, like Farmville or like one of those like farm apps. I don't know what it is.
Like
It's
Heyday.
probably, but something like that. And I'm always just like, it just sounds sort of kiddish a little bit to me, but I think the song is really cute. Like, as I said, all of these albums are going to be hard for me to choose the bottom. Number 2 for me, we agree on Automatic. Yeah, I think this is a really weak song.
Yeah.
And my least favorite song on this record, for sure, is I Endorse These Strippers.
Why?
It's such a weird song. Like,
That's why it's iconic.
I am Nicki Minaj and I endorse these strippers. But I go off. But it's one of the more songs that, like, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And I think it's clever, but I also just go, like, I never play this song. It's just the one that just doesn't exist to me. I never think about this song.
I never play it too, but I find it hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite line of that is boobs, big boobs, 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 lot of boobs. That's iconic. She has some of the most iconic wordplay ever.
Literally.
It fucking sends me.
It's so good.
Well, let's move on to the next record. We're going to talk about The Pink Print.
This is so good.
This is the other record of hers I do not have on vinyl. It's very hard to get.
Such a good album. I love Pink Print. This is such a good album. This is when I discovered Nicki Minaj. So, like, I love this album. I have such a correlation to it. It's just like chef's kiss for me.
Slam. I was like looking at it and I was like, is it my favorite record? And I was like, we'll get to that later. But I was just deciding that.
It's like one of my favorites. This came out in the same year. No, 2 years later, sorry. 2014 on December 12th. So just before Christmas. She was like, here's a little Christmas gift for you.
She'll do that again with this one.
Slay. She's like, Merry Christmas. Number 2 on Billboard, 2 times platinum. Sorry, I'm about to yawn. He got nominated for BET Awards.
Did Roman just take over your body just then?
Nicki Minaj is maybe that's what I've been sick with, Roman. Literally, Roman has come into my body and defecated me. Billboard Music Award Top Rap Album, Grammy Awards Top Rap Album, her first Grammy nomination.
Yeah.
And then she won American Music Favorite Rap/Hip Hop Album.
So real.
Singles, some of the most iconic singles ever. You have Pills and Potions, Anaconda, Only, Bed of Lies, Truffle Butter, The Night Is Still Young, and Trini Dem Girls.
Can I just say I did not realize, because there was a video for the song, that Feeling Myself was not a single. Can you believe that?
I know. Isn't that wild?
That shook me. I've always considered that song a single and probably the single.
How is it not a single? Didn't like the music video come out before?
No, it didn't. It came out after.
The music video just blew it up.
I guess so, but I'm surprised she never made it a single. Like Trini Dem Girls over Feeling Myself.
Lunch Money Lewis.
Lunch Money Lewis again.
Lunch Money Lewis has some of the best artists that feature with him. Sorry, the Doja Cat Make That Cake is a fucking tune. It's so good. Trini Dem Girls is not as good as Make That Cake, but Make That Cake is such a fucking tune. I will stand by that.
Make That Cake. I mean, I love Doja, so I love her verse on that song.
You got that. Anyway, moving on from Doja. The featured artists, we have Jessie Ware, Ariana Grande, Beyonce, 2 Drakes, 2 Lil Waynes, 1 Chris Brown, Jeremiah, Meek Mill 2, 2 of Meek Mill, Lunch Money Lewis, and Skylar Grey. Where is Skylar Grey these days? I feel like she popped up. She popped up instantly, and I have not heard of her since.
Yeah, I know. She's sort of disappeared. I mean, I'm sure she's still making music. I remember a few years ago I was like, I wonder what's happening to her, and I looked her up, and she did a really cool cover of Travis Scott's Goosebumps, which was really good.
Nice. But
that was the last thing I ever I haven't looked her up since. Maybe I should. But that was sort of.
Let me know next episode.
Sure. Your homework, because you haven't done Solange yet, I know, which we'll talk about that later, but I feel like there's another artist I'm going to have to give you homework from, and this one is Jessie Ware.
Jessie Ware.
Jessie Ware is amazing. She's a very, very talented singer.
Okay.
Highly recommend.
Okay, slay. I'll have to.
Her song, Tough Love. Oh.
Okay. And then this track list, this is the deluxe one as well.
Yes.
This is 23 songs long. You start, Dull.
Okay. Pink Print. Number 5 for me, my bronze award is Feeling Myself, featuring Beyonce. iconic fucking song.
And even more iconic music video.
Oh yeah,
music video is so iconic.
so good. The one thing I think is iconic is Nicki Minaj does that really fast rap near the end, and behind her, Beyonce's actually rapping along with her.
Oh really?
And she's not missing a beat. And I'm like,
So,
Beyonce's just like
catching up with
just
the queen.
doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
And also like her saying like, world stop.
Carry on. Oh,
I was like, she just knows that she is so iconic.
she can make the world stop.
She really is that bitch.
Yeah.
I think she's just iconic. I love
Yeah.
her. Number 4 for me. Sorry, I have to look over here. Only featuring Drake, Lil Wayne, and Chris Brown.
Who's your favorite verse?
Nicki.
Yeah, good.
Are you kidding me?
Good.
There's no one else that compares. Her verse is so iconic. If I had to choose my favorite verse besides hers, it'd be Drake.
And I love how all the other, like all their verses, like relate back to her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they're all talking about how they want Nicki.
I bet she made that verse for that song and went, I need to put them on this and they need to respond.
Yeah, yeah,
Which I think is very good.
yeah.
Number 3 for me is All Things Go. As we know, I like slow Nicki. I love this song. The first 3 songs on this record I love a lot. Like the opening 3. And I remember a while, like when this album came out, she did like the Pink Print movie. And it was like a 15-minute like little short film with All Things Go, I Lied, The Crying Game, and Grand Piano, like, and like a storyline, and it was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, those songs are really strong for me. Number 2 for me is Want Some More. That song fucking bangs. I fucking love that song. And my favorite song on this record, like by an absolute long shot, my diamond, is The Crying Game featuring Jessie Ware.
Okay.
I love this song so much. The lyrics of the song are beautiful. Jessie Ware's vocals on this are just like chef's kiss. It's a beautiful, beautiful song.
Love.
So
Love
that's
that
my fave.
Cute.
Yours is gonna be very different.
They're gonna be so different.
Yeah.
Because this is such like two-sided like album. My number 5 is The Night Is Still Young. This song gets you going.
Have you seen all the fucking memes?
I know.
The night is still young. It's
I know.
so good.
But this song is like, if you are ever feeling like down in your life, or I don't know, you just want to pick like a short pick me up, listen to this song when it's like nighttime and like you're driving, and you will feel revived. Like Nicki energy will come into you, and you will literally feel like 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 I cannot express the feeling of listening to the song like going like really fast. Like it's just so good.
Yeah, it's a really good song. Also, quick question for that. If we went to Nicki Minaj and you were the person lucky enough for Nicki to hand the mic over to for Night Is Still Young, would you deliberately sing terribly or would you try and sing good?
I'm deliberately singing terribly because I'm probably like lost my voice at that point, like already like struggling to talk, so I don't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah, I would try and sing horribly because
Yeah.
her reactions are so funny.
Give me the mic.
Give me the mic. Because, like, you know, at one point you're like, oh, this could be my moment for her to be like, wow, you slay. But it's even funnier to watch her get pissed off.
Yeah, it's so good. Did you see, like, Nicki's still young?
Yes, Nicki's still
she's like,
young.
yeah, I am.
Yeah, she was living for that. She was living for that.
So good. My number 4 goes to Anaconda. Oh, this song Stop Time. I'm sorry.
Number 4?
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry.
My number 4 is
I'm
Anaconda.
getting confused.
You're all good. Number 3 goes to Truffle Butter. So good. Number 2 is Only. And then number 1's Feeling Myself. Love those songs.
Big slay.
They make me just feel so good. So femme. So good.
So femme, so fresh.
So fresh. So womanly. No, I love.
So womanly.
It's just like something about this. Like Nicki is just so like, like I am a boss ass bitch.
Yeah,
you know.
it is. It's very that. Like she's very like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Where's my notes gone here? To my bottoms. Number 3 for me.
Yeah.
My not a fan is Trini Dem Girls.
Really?
Featuring Lunch Money Lewis. Yes.
Okay.
I find this song kind of boring, to be honest. Like, it's very generic. It feels very much like, okay, let's make this song that can sort of, like, pop off for, like, radio.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just not something that I'm like, wow, I fucking froth this song. So that's just my personal thing.
They made that one for radio, and then they've got Anaconda.
I know.
Yeah.
Anaconda to me doesn't feel as radio as Trinidad
No,
Girls does,
yeah.
but it's the bigger hit.
Yeah.
Number 2. Okay, this is the song that I was saying is the weirdest song of Nicki Minaj's career.
What?
Number 2 for me is Whammables.
Yes, I agree.
This song is so unhinged.
What's going on?
Me and one of my best friends in the entire world, she and I love to fucking play this in the car together. There's so many weird lines in this song. Like, obviously, she's all about her whammables. And we literally talk about, when we see each other all the time, we're like, oh, I'm all about my whammables. But there is so many, like, there's a line unprovoked. Like, she's singing, like, I'm all about my whammables, rah, rah, rah. And then there's like a pause in the instrumental before she starts the second verse. Unprovoked, nothing beforehand, nothing to follow it up either. She doesn't follow up this statement. She just goes, I like Percocets. But then she doesn't follow it up. She doesn't like tell you like anything else about it. She just states that and moves forward.
Yeah.
And that to me is so fucking funny.
Iconic.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I was like, I don't want to put this in my bottoms, but there's so many songs on this record I love that I was like, I not put this in my bottoms, even though I think this song is really iconic.
No.
But my number 1, my erase it, is Mona Lisa. Mm-hmm. This is definitely like my least favorite for me.
We're very similar, actually. But my not a fan award goes to Put You in a Room.
I actually fucking vibe this song.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just something about it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, that would have probably been the next one.
Right.
But I'd like it a little bit more than the other 3.
Yeah. It says wanked on mine, but I was meant to say whammables. It just
She's all about her wanked.
Whammables. And then my erase it goes to Mona Lisa as well. Yeah.
Like Mona Lisa's the more boring out of them too. That's why Whammables I think is higher, even though it's so unhinged.
I know, it's a lot.
It's a lot, but I love it. All right, let's stop talking about how much Nicki Minaj loves Percocets and move on to the 4th album, Queen, which is very iconic, and I can actually finally pull out another vinyl because I have it.
This album cover is so funny.
It's iconic. She looks gorgeous.
She does. Big boobs.
Big boobs.
Big boobs. Okay, while you whip out and show off the vinyl.
Very interesting. It's just her saying, I'm the queen.
Yeah. Is it just a black vinyl? Or?
No, it's coloured.
Oh.
I'll show you that in a minute.
Slay. Okay, so it came out on 2018 in August 10th, went number 2 on Billboard chart and went platinum. No awards or certifications, unfortunately. She had 4 singles, Chun-Li, Bed, Barbie Dreams, and Good Form. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
She's sick, just remember that.
The featured artists, we have Labyrinth, Eminem, 2 Lil Wayne features, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, Sway Lee, Future, and Foxy Brown. And this one, 20 songs on it.
Big slay. She is orange vinyl to go with
Cute.
the album. I actually think it's really pretty.
Orange.
So that's Miss Queen.
Miss Nicki Minaj.
I think this is your start.
Yeah, it is my start. Alrighty. This one.
Which is good because I need to...
You need to do your thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so. But, oh my gosh. I need to move to stay awake. Hold on. Okay, stunning. My number 5 goes to Rich Sex.
This song is so hot.
So hot.
So hot.
So good. Number 4 is Chin Sway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 is Good Form. Number 2 is Barbie Dreams. And number 1 could only be Chun-Li. I love this song.
Hey, I've been on. Bitch, I've been Kong.
One day I'm going to learn the raps and I'm going to whip it out at karaoke and everyone's going to be like, how is this white bitch doing this right now? Like, it is going to happen. I don't, because I'm not good with speaking.
We'll start learning and we can do it as a duet.
We've already done Bitch Better Have My Money.
Yeah, we've done that before. We could do Chun-Li's a good follow-up for us, I think.
I'm forcing my partner right now to learn the Plain Jane remix so that if we ever need to go to karaoke, I can be Nicki Minaj and he can be A$AP Rocky.
I thought he'd be Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah, no. There was one time we went to karaoke and he did the Monsterverse. But
yes, I love that. Pull up in the monster, automobile gangster.
Yeah, no, I'm like every time we get in the car, I'm just like slowly putting it on to wean him into it. Yeah.
All right. So
what are your tops?
My number 5 is Ganja Burn. I love this. Yet again, a slow song from Nicki Minaj. I only realized this as we were doing this podcast. I really do love Nicki's slower stuff because every single one has seemed to have that. But I love this song. Number 4 for me is Coco Chanel featuring Foxy Brown. This song is so hot.
It is.
This song makes me feel like
this
such
was like
a bad
hard
bitch.
album to like.
This album is
with.
like an album I like frequently go back to.
Yeah,
it's a very good record. Yeah. This album got so much hate for no reason too.
Yeah, I know.
But number 3 for me is LLC. Yes, LLC. This song is so insane. Like her vocal, like not vocals, her like flow on this is crazy. Number 2 for me is Hard White. I love this song. This is one of the songs I pull out all the time. I know every word to this song. I fucking love this song. I just feel like that bitch. And then number 1 is Chun-Li. Of course.
Very different tops.
Very different.
The top
I love
Chun-Li.
when Rihanna. Where am I right now?
Oh my gosh, Nicki has literally ruined us.
Sorry, I love when Nicki Minaj just spits on a song. Like she's spitting. It's not as pop. It's just like she's in there like fucking it up.
Yeah.
Or she's being really mellow.
You want the one or the other. You do not fuck with the middle bits.
Like the pop stuff is fine. Like I like it, but it's nowhere near my favorite.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, let's move on to
your
bottoms.
Okay, so my not a fan award goes to Thought I Knew You.
Really?
Yeah.
I love this song.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not a fan. My Skip It Goes to Bed.
This is the weakest collab that Nicki and Ariana
I
have
know.
ever done.
That's why I was so sad putting it in there. But I was like, literally, what are you doing, Nicki and Ari? Like, this is not it.
This felt very much like,
They
we
had
need
to
to make
do
a
it.
song for radio.
Yeah,
Like, let's
literally.
just do this.
I agree. And then I know we said we weren't putting in interludes, but Too Lit, Too Late is a song.
That one is,
Yeah.
We didn't put outro inspirations, but the other one,
Too Lit, Too Late. It is a song, and
it's still good though.
No.
I still vibe it.
Nah, go on.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to mine. Number 3 for me is Too Lit, Too Late interlude.
Yeah.
So that's my not a fan.
Cute.
But I still fucking like when this comes on like in between the album, I'll be like, oh yeah, like this is cute.
Go on.
Number 2, my Skip It award is Come See About Me. Even though it's a slow Nicki song, but it's just one of the more like, okay.
Are you doing all right?
You know, sure.
Yeah.
And then my least favorite on the record is Nip Tuck.
Why?
This is also a song I just like. I'm just like, sure.
I think it's funny.
I give you everything. Yeah. I give you everything.
Yeah.
It's still like, I still like it. This record actually, to me, I think out of all of these was the hardest one for me. Like to choose
difficult.
my tops and bottoms.
Yeah.
But I think Nip Tuck is just the one, like, I listened to it, I think, when it came out, when the album came out once, and then was like, sure, I've listened to it now. I don't need to ever listen to it again.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And
So,
yeah.
what were we going to say?
No, I was just going to move on, but do you have anything else to say about the Queen album?
No, I don't. I did see Nicki. By the way, I haven't even said that. I've seen Nicki Minaj 3 times.
3 times?
3 times.
What?
I saw her during Pink Friday. I saw her during Roman Reloaded. And I saw her during Queen.
Wow.
And hopefully again for Pink Friday,
Friday
too.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go
Well,
to
she's
that.
like confirmed it multiple times. Like is going.
She always
to
says
come.
that. Oh, yes, I'm coming to Australia. I'm
Yeah.
like, please.
Please.
So I'm hoping that gets announced soon. I hope. And also, I'm just praying it's not a fucking festival show because it's never as good. Like, you know, like yes, they're there and it's great, but like I'd rather go to their own show with their own stage, a longer set list.
Yeah, agree.
Like, you know, like
You don't have like drunk people around you who don't really care to be there and whatnot.
yeah, like I went and saw when I saw Nicki during Queen. I saw her at FOMO Music Festival because she didn't tour it. She just came and did festivals. And she was great. But there were so many people around me who were looking at me, like, judging me for, like, going off at Nicki Minaj. And I was like, she's literally the headliner. Like, you can
She's
all fuck
literally
off.
here. Like, how
I was
are
like,
you
you
not
can all
going
fuck off.
off?
Like, I was like, I'm here enjoying myself. Nicki Minaj is on stage right now. You can all fuck off because, you know, I don't know why you're here.
Yeah,
like,
they're just here for Chun-Li.
Some people, I think, also just go to festivals just to go to the festival. They don't give a fuck about the people playing.
Same as people with concerts. Like, there's so many people that will, like, buy tickets to go to the concerts and go to the concerts just to say, like, oh, I've gone to that concert, you know?
But they literally don't give a fuck.
But they literally don't know, like, any of their songs.
Yeah, so...
Anyways. So, Pink Friday 2.
Let's move on to the latest record, Pink Friday 2, which I thought was such a bold title. Mm-hmm. When she named this Pink Friday 2, I was like, wow, this, like, she has put the pressure on herself in the way that, like, this record has to measure up to one of the most iconic records ever. Mm-hmm. I think she did a very good job with it,
She
though.
did do such a good job.
And also, I do have this one on vinyl.
Slay.
Pink Friday 2.
She's
except
so cute.
For some reason, I don't know. I know that she printed this vinyl when the album wasn't finished. So this album, literally, this vinyl has 10 songs. Oh. And she's never released the version with the rest of them.
Oh, no.
So, like, this album literally has, like, Just the Memories, Big Difference, Red Ruby to Sleaze, My Life, R&B, Fallen for You, Last Time I Saw You, Everybody, and Super Freaky Girl. Oh, and Bum Bum. It doesn't have Fuck the Club Up. It doesn't have Barbie Dangerous.
Oh,
it doesn't have, like, Let Me Calm Down. It doesn't have... like,
does it have like the
Pink Friday Girls, like all those songs? It doesn't have them at all.
Well, shame.
But it's pretty vinyl. She has a color.
She has a color. She's special. She's blue.
She is blue.
Oh,
I can get her out.
Bubblegum.
She's blue marble.
Cute. Opposite of the pink marble from the first vinyl.
Yes, there is multiple versions of this vinyl though. Like different album covers, different colored vinyls. But this was, I mean, even though this is like the original, I love this album cover so much. This is probably my favorite album cover of hers, to be honest.
It's very cute.
So I'll put her in the middle.
Iconic. So this came out 2023. So last year, December 8th, 5 years after the last one. Number 1 on Billboard charts and went platinum. It was nominated for People's Choice Awards Album of the Year and XXL Awards Album of the Year. Super Freaky Girl, Red Ruby to Sleaze, Last Time I Saw You, Everybody, and Fuck the Club Up were the singles. Super Freaky Girl went number 1 on Billboard. I mean, oh my gosh, that song was on number.
Do you know that was her first solo number 1 song?
Wild.
Like, it's taken her all this time.
She, like, that song, like, was on, like, the tops for so long. Like, it was bopping for so long.
That was, like, the modern day super bass for her, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
13 featured artists. We had J. Cole, Lil Wayne, Tate Cobain, Drake, Lordiz, Lil Uzi Vert, Skilly Bang, Skang, 2 Future, Tasha Cobbs Leonard, 50 Cent, Monica, and Keisha Cole. 20 Keisha Cole. Not easy names to say back and forth.
Iconic though. Keisha Cole's very iconic.
Keisha Cole. 25 in the what is it? It's called Pluto City.
It's the Gag City Pluto edition.
It's such a good name.
And she called it Pluto edition because Future's nickname is Pluto and the deluxe track was featuring Future.
Love. So good. Yeah. So is this my start?
I think it's mine.
Oh, okay.
I can start if you want.
Slay, you can do that, or I can start on it, man. But
you start, I'm drinking water.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, you're rehydrating. This album is iconic. Holy guacamole! Like,
really is.
Such a good album to come back with. Just 10 out of 10.
Really good album to come back with, and then to follow it up with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about Bigfoot today.
But yeah, so good.
The things you've lied about. You don't want them out.
Yes. I love how she just talks like for 2 minutes after
so
the song
good.
ends. It's 10 out of 10s. Yeah, this was hard for me to pick my bottoms, honestly. Really difficult. I love this album. Like, this is currently like the It Girl album, I think. But number 5, it goes to Beep Beep. Beep Beep, is that me? Do beep. I love it. So good. Don't know the words for it.
Do you prefer just the version with her or the 50 Cent?
Just the version with her, personally. 4 goes to Everybody. Now, this is a bit controversial. I actually did not like the song at first because it was so repetitive, but it gets you turned. It's like, it's such a good song.
Oh, it's great.
And also, like, that, like I said in a previous episode, one of my favorite movies as White Chicks, and like the actual song, like Everybody, is on White Chicks, so it reminds me of the movie, and it's just so good with Nicki. My number 3 goes to Pink Friday Girls. Number 2 goes to Red Ruby Da Sleeve, and my number 1 goes to Fuck the Club Up. Fuck this club up. Such a good song. Oh, I love that song.
High heels on
when this
my
song,
tippies.
oh, little update. We've seen SZA.
We have.
And she has like at the start of like there's literally like 45 minutes of just like
DJ.
a DJ, yeah. And when like it was so funny because like the crowd, it was like very mixed crowd, but like there were songs
There were some
on it.
people who were really wanting to turn up in that mosh. Though.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we were like, okay, vibes.
Yeah, but there were like songs that like Ben and I were going hard at, and everyone around us was just kind of like, what's going on? But when this song came on, like everyone was like, high heels on my tippies. But they didn't know the song before that bit. Like we were rapping before that, and then they just did not like know it. And then when high heels came on, they were like, oh, I get it now.
I know. It was that also right before Fuck the Club Up came on. We were both talking about how we wanted to hear like Fiend from Travis Scott or like Carnival from Kanye West. And both those songs came on and we were like, this is fucking wild. So we were going so hard and I accidentally headbutted a girl behind me. She was really good about it, thank God. I felt so bad.
So good.
But we were just like living our fucking best life, and I like went to like headbang for Fiend and I went like bang into the back of her head.
No, and also like no one turned up for Fiend and we were there like
living,
wilding.
except for the guy that was next to you. He was living.
Yeah. When we get to this as an episode, just so many memories from that concert. That's so iconic. I can't wait to share it with you guys.
I will say, just a little sneak peek from SZA, Elise was a mess.
I wish I got a photo. Like
I almost videoed you and I was like, I don't know if she'd like that. But there was just points where she was like just like sobbing, crying.
It was an amazing concert. I'm gonna cry thinking about it now. Anyway, you do your tops. I'm vulnerable right now. I'm vulnerable right now.
Number 5 for me is Fuck the Club Up. I love this song. The new remix is really good, by the way.
Yeah, it is. I listened to it.
Sexy Red slays on that. And so does Travis, but Sexy Red fucking slaps.
Yeah, so good.
Number 4 for me is Beep Beep. Specifically the 50 Cent version. Only because the original's really short.
Yeah.
And so fair. Like I feel like her chorus ends and I'm just like really getting into it, and I need, even though I'm not like dying over 50 Cent's verse, I just need that extra bit of time with it.
That's fair.
But I love the original as well. Number 3 for me is Barbie Dangerous. I fucking love this song. She fucks this shit up.
She does.
This used to be my number 2 as well. There's a song that's risen up very quickly and very recently. Because my number 2 is Fallen for You.
Of course it is.
I love this song.
Of course it is.
This was a song that I heard when I first heard it, and I was like, okay, I really like this song. Like, it's cute. And then the more I've listened to it, I've gone like, oh my God, I love this fucking song. It's so good. But my favorite song on this record for sure is Let Me Calm Down featuring J. Cole.
Slay.
I fucking love this song so much. It is such... The beat is really good. Both of their verses are really fucking good. She sounds beautiful in this song as well. Like the vocals behind, like she does in the back as well, is just like gorgeous. So good. This is definitely my favorite from Pink Friday 2. It was my first favorite also on initial listen, so it hasn't changed. So
love that.
Cute. Slay.
Okay.
What's your bottom?
Bottoms. My not a fan award is Just the Memories. Skip It is My Life, and then Erase It is Pink Birthday.
I love Pink Birthday.
Really?
I'm gonna make you feel like it's your special day.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's so good.
Not for me.
That song is sexy. Have you seen her like on TikTok performing that on the tour? She is like going for
living for it.
It is hot.
So good.
She looks so good.
It's hard though. This was such a good album, but they're just the ones I don't listen to over and over again.
Fair. Well, mine, number 3 for me is Blessings. But we'll say Tasha Cobbs Leonard, stunning voice, beautiful.
Yeah, defs.
Sorry, excuse me.
Oh my gosh, literally Nicki Minaj has broken us.
Oh my God.
What is going on?
Number 2 for me is Just the Memories. And my least favourite song is Forward from Trini. Featuring Skilly Bang and Skeng.
That's fair.
I get this song and I it's not like I liked the whole record, so like it's not me saying anything at it, but I know this song to me isn't for me. It's
That's
just
fair.
there's so much going on in this song that I'm just like it just doesn't relate to me at all. And also the end with the accordion music and she's going go papa, go papa, go papa. That's too much for me to hear. I was like, this is a lot. But yeah, no, I think this record's really, really amazing.
So good. Such
One
a good
that I
comeback.
also almost put in this list was the one with the Billie Eilish sample. Are You Gone Already? That's so beautiful.
It is a good one.
It's really stunning. But
I wish it was like just like a whole new song with Billy though.
yeah, I was, and the thing is I got so excited when this record got announced and she was like the day it was releasing. She put on something like on Twitter. She was like, well, X, it's called now.
Yeah.
She was like,
But when you search up Twitter, like the URL's still Twitter. Anyway.
I still want to call it Twitter.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
But I remember she put up on there, she was like, the first song on the album, like the opening song, has a featured performance from someone rhyming with Smelly Smilash. And I was like, well, obviously it's Billie Eilish, but I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this. And then when I heard it, I was like, okay, I love it. But I wouldn't have said feature. I would have said sample.
yeah, exactly.
Because it got me really hyped for the like possibility of a collab between them two.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still think it's beautiful, but I hope in the future we get a collab. But speaking of Billie, just to get a little heads up, we're going to be doing a Billie Eilish episode soon because she has a new album coming out that I'm very excited to talk about.
Did she announce a proper date?
17th of May.
Yeah.
So-
Just like literally a little bit more than 2 weeks away.
Yeah, we'll be talking about it eventually. We have some people lined up that we're going to do, but Billie's definitely on that list. So
Yeah, I'm excited.
yeah, we're excited to talk about her. I think that new album's going to be very interesting. So keen.
Purr.
But we did it.
We
Miss
did
Nicki
it.
Minaj. Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj tore us down, but we made it to the end. We're here.
And we love Nicki.
we
really
love
do.
Nicki.
She's amazing.
I'm excited to see what else she brings.
Shout out to the Barbs.
Shout out to the Barbs. Don't hate us for having to pick bottoms, please.
Please, I know, but we love it. We really
Yeah.
do. Like, she's iconic.
She's that girl.
And hopefully by the end of this year, we'll be seeing her live. I'm hoping she comes here on the Pink
Fingers
Friday
crossed.
2 World Tour. I want
Fingers
it.
crossed. And she, oh my gosh, she's going to give.
Yeah.
Give.
She's
I'm so
going to.
excited.
But yes, so next week...
No, we got to ask the question. What era is a win? What era
Nicki
is...
has broken us. I can't even like fathom what's going on right now.
All right, let's just recoup. What era is a win? What era is in the bin? And what era are you in, Ben?
That's the question everyone wants to know.
Yeah.
My era that's a win for me is Pink Friday, I think. I think
The
always,
first one.
that's always going to be my favorite record
Yeah.
of hers. I think no matter, like, I love all of her records, and I think she's made great music. There's something about that record to me that, like, I have such a special place in my heart. My era that's in the bin, I'm probably going to say Roman Reloaded. Even though I love a lot of songs from that record, it's very chaotic.
Yeah.
And the era that I'm in, I was going to say Queen, but then I remembered that was a very aggressive time for Nicki Minaj. Maybe Pink Print.
Pink print. Okay.
Yeah.
Pink print.
Pink Print. I think I'm in the Pink Print era.
Slay.
But, you know, she's out there living her life.
She's-
And I can't say Pink Friday 2 era because that means I'd be at legend status. Because she's really in her legend era right now, I think. Like, she's really...
What is going on?
This episode is cursed.
I can't deal. Anyway.
Okay, so the real question for you right now,
Mm-hmm.
what era is a win, what era is in the bin, and what era are you in, Elise?
All right, my win era is Pink Print, hands down, such a good album, 10 out of 10. My eras that's in the bin is also Roman Reloaded. Again, amazing album, iconic, so good, but girl, there's just a lot
There's
going
some songs
on.
on there that you're just like, okay, sure.
I also listened to this on the car ride home from the Gold Coast when I was severely sick and I had this pounding headache, and listening to that album like was actually torture.
I'm going to go listen to that on the way home. I'm going to blast that on the way home.
Good.
I need to play Whip It.
And low-key, I don't feel like I'm in any of Nicki's areas because, like, but if I choose,
You have to choose one.
I am doing Pink Friday, the first one. Yeah.
That's the one I almost said, but I think Pink Print, because Pink Print was a little bit more, like, I guess, raw. Like, I think she had a lot more emotion. So,
Slay.
seem emotional. Huh?
I love that.
With that being said, we can give out one word for who we're doing next week. What am I going to say? I have a word.
Me trying to remember who we're doing again. Wait, it'll come to me. You do your word and it'll come to me.
Okay, I hope it does. My word that I'm going to say is Whitney.
Literally, why is it? Oh, yes, I know who we're doing now. I know who we're doing now.
That's the word I'm going to say, Whitney.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going to say father.
Sure. I don't get the context of that either, so we'll be talking about that after the podcast.
Yes, slay.
But with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in
Thank
for
you.
episode 8, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj.
Slay.
But
So excited that you're listening to us. And if you want to listen to us more or watch us more, I guess, we are on YouTube. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. All at What Era Podcast. And the full episodes are filmed on YouTube too.
yes, and you can also, if you will like one of us or both of us, I'm not here to judge. Then if it's me though, it's homophobia. But
As in, like, if they don't want to follow
yeah, if it's
you.
only
Yeah.
actually no, I get it. Fuck me, yeah. But
No,
if you want to follow,
if you don't follow Ben, it's homophobic. If you don't follow me, it's sexism. So, yeah.
but my Instagram handle is Benz Bradley with BENZ Bradley.
And mine is Elise_Capin, CAPN. But it's all in our bio for you to go have a little
Yes,
look-see.
but we will see you next week, and we hope you guys have a great week as well.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.